I'm late. I am late. I know. I know I'm late. I know. I know. Okay, I will not sing. Agreed. I think I'm pretty much ready. I think we're gonna cut the corners here because we are a bit late, so we will go live immediately. And boom. No, it didn't work. Wait. I can move my head. Oh, I was blocked somehow. Now I'm not anymore. Very good. Good evening. Good evening, people. Do you ever see my teeth? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that power. Look at this power. Look at that. Huh? Look at this power. Incredible teeth, huh? Okay. So today we're gonna continue what we did yesterday and the previous day, because we want to finish the achievement triggers, right? Basically we are working on the achievements in the game, and these are the achievements. This is the first round of achievements, meaning that they will not be final, right? We're gonna change them for sure, but there is a first round of achievements, and 1 second. Okay. there is the list that we have, right? And this list is then loaded into Unreal with this icon. And now what I'm doing is to try to map the achievements to the C++ code, which is allowing me to actually check if we have partial achievement, full achievements, and go from there. So in particular, what I'm doing now is I'm listing the merchants. There was originally speak with 3 merchants, but I think that 3 merchants is really too little. So I think I will do probably 2 achievements. One that is like speak with 10 merchants and one that is like speak with 20 merchants or something like that. Which I think is a good idea. And so what I'm doing, I'm trying to list all the merchants that we have. I'm trying to list all the merchants that we have. Yes, I was. Wait a second, because I'm trying to. Wait, I have too much stuff open on the other screen. Okay, I think I'm now in the right. Okay, so I was looking at on the other screen that you don't see, but I have basically a list of all the NPC, and I'm trying to list the ones that I feel are good to be classified as merchants, right? And basically what I'm looking at what they sell and if they actually sell enough stuff, right? And also I don't want them to be blacksmith, because we have another achievement specific for blacksmith. So this one, for example, is a cook, is selling a lot of milk and flour and eggs and cheese and carrots. It seems to be a cook. I don't know if I want to have a cook, but no, it's not a cook, it's a farmer. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. We can have him. We can have him as a merchant. Why not? I mean, classified as a merchant. There is in Oja Road. Okay. Easy. Then we have another one which is selling. It seems to be selling. I don't know if it's selling or buying, but let me see. No, it's not selling anything. It's buying. It's only buying. So this one, no. We have Alelia in the tavern. I think she's selling a lot of stuff. Wow, yeah, she's selling a lot of stuff. So we want her in the list for sure. We want her in the list, and this one is in Hydla level. And we're pretty much at the end of the list. There is Jomed. Jomed is a chef. No, I think I will not put him in the list. Ibarra we're not putting, Orpheus I'm not putting. And this one I'm not putting. Okay, I think we have a good list. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Fuck, we have 19. We have 19. Okay, because it would have been nice to have so maybe we can do 10 and 15, or we can do 8 and 15. I think we can do 10 and 15. I think we can do 10 and 15. So we will have 2 achievements. Speak with 10 merchants. And then we will have an extra one, which I think it should be 189. which we will call it I buy it all, which is speak with 15 merchants. 15 How do you spell 15? 15, without the H. Okay. 15th. No, this is the 15th one. 15 like that, huh? Without any H. Really? Yeah, they're usually so eager on putting H everywhere. Without H. Okay. Easy. So speak with 15 merchants. Okay. For now, this is the same. An extra info. So we will have 10 and 15. Now, how do we do this for real? Well, to do it for real, the only way we can do it is to check if we need to check NPC ID. We need to check NPC ID for each of the partial achievement. Now, so I will really have to specify, you know, NPC ID 114, and then I will have to specify my achievement ID, which is, for example, 55, and I need to specify that I want 10 as the achievement thingy. Unfortunately, since because we have two set of glyphs, two set of not glyph, because it's working like the glyphs. It's working the same way as the glyphs. This is what I was thinking. I need to do something like, if this one is failing, what did we do for the glyphs? 1 second. We said if the lowest is failing, then check the higher one, right? Okay. So we need to do the same. If the lower is failing, so if not this guy, then check the other guy, which is the 15. Okay. And if both fails, then okay, then there is little we can do. Now we need to repeat this, unfortunately, for all of them. So I will have to repeat this for all these guys. So I need to put this number. Yeah, so this block, I have to repeat it 15 times. I think is there a better way? I don't know. I could pass in an array and I could have a for loop, right? I could have a for loop with an array with all these numbers, and yeah, it's probably a cleaner approach than duplicating this like 3 million times. I mean, it's 15 copy paste, but I think it looks not very nice. I mean, until it's 3 or 4, I think it's reasonable. But if it starts to be 15, maybe we can do better than that, right? Okay, let's try. So if I do a t-array of int, and we call it merchant IDs, and then we initialize it. Can we initialize it this way? No, I don't think so. Can we initial? Can we? Can you initialize an Unreal array with numbers like that or not? Can you do this? Cannot, huh? With the brackets? With the bracket, it seems it does it. Okay. Because yes, we could do this. We could put this incredible list. This incredible list. Here. Then $24. These numbers will never change anyway. I know that you're saying spaghetti code, but yeah, it's a bit spaghetti, but these numbers will never change. I mean, they didn't change in 15 years, so they're not gonna change now. These are, you know, fixed NPC numbers, so... I mean, we could do a configuration file, you know, where we read this data, but then I will have to maintain the configuration file, ensure that it's shipped, and... I mean, it's easier to do it this way. It's much easier, okay? And we can extend the list anyway here. Okay, so... So now that we have our array, we will do a for int I merchant ID num, and we will say current ID will be merchant ID. Okay, and we take one of these blocks, right? We take one of these blocks, and we just say merchant, and we just say merchant ID of I and merchant ID of I, and these two values stay the same. The only point is that if we find one NPC, we break. I mean, we break. So if we enter into this, we want to break completely from the for, which is the same as the else if down here, right? Yes. So I think this saved us a lot of copy paste. Very nice. Very nice. Otherwise we had to copy paste 15 times. I think it could even be a good idea to do it here, maybe, to do it the same way. I think it's a bit cleaner. No? Yeah, I think it's cleaner. Also because we may expand this in the future. We may expand this in the future, so I think it's a good idea to do it with the for loop. Is better. It's more compact and okay, so we do the same. And so we don't need this shit anymore. Mistakes were made. And so the only thing we need to do blacksmith ID, blacksmith ID of I, and blacksmith ID of I. And then we need the break because we don't want to. No. The break needs to be inside the if. The break is inside a if, inside this if, yes. Okay. Good. So this, I think, will trigger already for all our NPC when we speak with them. Pretty good. So it is doing blacksmith and merchants for the 2 achievements, right? Now the next, what is it? The next is bankers and trainers. Bankers and trainers. I don't know how many bankers we have. I would like to get people that are bankers but not. Is it possible to get bankers that are not already blacksmith or merchant? Probably not, huh? Probably not. I think for bankers we have a flag, no? Banker, yes. For banker we have a flag. So we just consider all the bankers, but yeah, maybe. We have a flag directly on PS character, so that is probably the easiest. Sorry. So we can say where banker equal to 1. We don't have too many. We have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We have 11, so in theory we could have an achievement at 5 and an achievement at 10, right? The problem is that many of them are in common with the previous categories. Like here we have Arnquist, which is the same as the blacksmith. We have Gyros, which is the same. I think we have a bit of duplications, but yeah. But okay. Okay, I think we can go by ID. So by banker flag and then by ID, yes. Bankers, I think we can do 5 and 10 bankers. Five is easy, 10 is not that easy. So I think we can have 2 achievements. And we may add more in the future, but 190 expensive discussions. How do I call the 10 bankers? How do I call the achievement for the 10 bankers, boys? How do I call it? How do I call it? By the way, hello Hula. Hi, sorry I didn't say hi, but you typed something in the chat. We call it money talks. We call it money talks, okay? Speak with 10 bankers. And this is an extra achievement that we didn't have before. So we need to do 56 and 190. So I think the idea here is to just check if our NPC, right, is a banker. And if our NPC is a banker, we are gonna check if we did our partial achievement. So we'll do a check partial achievement, but we have to do it twice because again we have the double we have the two achievements. So one achievement is 56, and this one is at 190. But this one is 5 bankers, this one is 10 bankers. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna test this because I need to test it with the production data. There is no other way. So I will have to go around and test all of this, but maybe I will let you test it, you know, which is a possibility. Because anyway, all of this is server side, so I can release it, you test it, and if something is wrong, I can fix the server side without releasing a new client, right? So I think it's pretty good. Now we have trainers. Now trainers I have no idea how to get them because there is no trainer flag, I think there is no trainer flag. I think that the trainers are determined by what they can actually teach. Check trainers. How do we check trainers? I think the only way to check trainers is to go by the ability that they train. So if we go under web console and we search NPC check trainers, yeah. It's a bit of a mess. Now we cannot do it with this query, so I think we will go again by fixed ID. So we will have a fixed number of ID and we will go with that. How many trainers we have? Well, we have quite a bit. So in theory is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21. We have 21 trainers in the game. I'm looking at the other screen, but we have 21 trainers in the game. So if we want, we could have an achievement for 20. We could have an achievement for 20. Okay. I think we can. I mean, we just need Basically, we'll have to speak with every NPC we have in the game if you do all the achievements. I basically click on all of them, and here I don't think we are. Sorry, I don't think we are checking if you really speak with them, meaning that you say hi or you know do something with them. It's just that you right click. It's basically just that you right click on them and the first time, right? And you click on speak. So okay, so how do we do this? We need again to specify an array the same way. So this will be an array of trainers ID. And then I need to take, I don't know if I want to specify them here like I did, right? Now if this list is changing, we will have to change the achievement, but there is little I can do about it. There is little I can do. They are scattered pretty much everywhere, you know. This guy is BD Road. This guy is in the arena. This guy is at the bronze doors. And so on. I mean, they are scattered pretty much everywhere. So we did these three, okay. I think a good point that you also have to find them, which is not bad. Because if they have the daily cycle, you know, maybe they are not always in the same space. You can say just either one. Yeah, for example, this one is a bit of duplication because we have him already in another category, but it's fine. Oops, these are all NPC, yeah? These are all NPC. That we have scattered around the world. This guy is in the winch, for example. So I added 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Ah, there is a duplicate. Okay, we should just be sure that we are not duplicating, because some NPC are training more than one thing. So I just need to be sure that we don't duplicate, because there may be some duplications. So if you see a duplicate, let me know. Utno. 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 That's the name of this guy. Lesciollo. Toda we have already. We have it in another category, but it's okay. It's okay. Lesciollo is in Oja. Toda Is in Oja as well. And Benuya. Did we put Benuya already? No. Benuya. Buzuka. Bidors. Okay, we are nearly done. We are nearly done with this list, with this beautiful list. So we also have Veja, Malco, Burral, and Ariao. Actually, they're pretty much different. I mean, everyone. I mean, it's really 20. I think it's really 20. I think at the end will be really 20 people. There is in the arena. Malco. In Gog. They are pretty well distributed anyway, now that I see it, you know. They are pretty well distributed across the land. I think probably Amnedair is missing. Probably Amnedair is missing. We don't have trainers, probably because we added it later on, and okay, the last three. Yeah, we don't have any trainers in Amnedair is a problem. We should add them, but not now. I'm always pressing P instead of O. It's because I'm jumping between with my hand between the mouse and the keyboard all the time. But Benacha we did already. I know we did Benuya. We did Benuya. So many trainers in Ojaveda. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, it's exactly 20. Is exactly 20. So yeah, we can do 10, 20 trainers. We can. We can do 10 and 20. How do we call the 21? Great listener, expert listener, veteran listener, major listener, majestic listener. Majestic I like. Majestic listener. Majestic listener. So we have 10 and 20 trainers. So this list must become, in the same way we did here, must become an array. And then we will have this list for checking the two, right? Yes, it's the same as the merchants. So this will be trainers. I need to put all these nice numbers. I need to put all these nice numbers into this list. mistakes were made. I was skipping one. 5 5 9 3 34. Who is the oldest NPC? I think Arnquist wins, but Durok is number 34, so he's one of the earliest. Durok is there since the beginning. Durok has seen it all, you know. With how many players Durok spoke with? How many? To how many players he said, sorry, I don't understand what you said. I think so many. By the way, it doesn't make any sense to build this array every time we do the check. So actually this array should be initialized once and forever. Because here we are building this array all the time. I mean, it's very quick to build an array like this, but still makes no sense to do it all the time. So all these array actually should reside on the initialization. So these blacksmith IDs, yeah, makes no sense. So we will put them in private, and we will initialize them. We will initialize them in the init, because we have an init somewhere. We have an init somewhere where we load all the achievements. And this file started to be something, huh? Yes, load all achievements. There it is. So yeah, can I split it? Nice. So we can take our blacksmiths, right? And we can put them here. And so we don't have to do this anymore every time we initialize it, we run the code, right? So it's a bit, it's definitely more optimized. I know it's just building an array, but still, if we can avoid it, I prefer it. Okay, so all of this goes into the initialization. Nice. Ah, I did a mistake, huh? Or no? Yes, I did a mistake, because here I need to use trainer's ID and not merchant ID. This was a bug. And also I need to use not 55 for sure, but I need to use the right achievement ID, which is 57 150 57, 191. And I have to say 10 and 20. 5 and 10, 10 and 20, 10 and 15. Okay. And 3 blacksmiths. Okay. Okay, in theory... wait, I saw a mistake. Okay, in theory this part should work. At least the code is in place. At least the code is in place. At the end, it's not very complex. Consider this is getting executed every time you speak with an NPC. But we basically cycle on... I'm just thinking if I should do the check for missing before scanning the array. But anyway, we are speaking of arrays of like 10 elements, so it's really super quick. I begin to think the triggers is more frightening for the potential viewer than the usual tiger. You think so? The triggers are scary, huh? Triggers are scary. Hey, you know, but this is work we need to do. So this is work we need to do. I mean, we cannot ignore it, right? There is real work. There is real game development. If you want to see how game development is, you know, you look at this channel. There is real game development. Wait a second, I just need to check something. I just need to check something. Wait, what is this? One second, eh? Because the factions, we have this file. Why is on another file? Wait. Oh no, it's the same one. No, wait. No, it's the same file. It's the same file. Because I did it on this one. I didn't do it on this one. Fuck. But these new factions... Wait a second. I think that... Yeah, we have a duplication basically between these two sheets. Are the same as before or not? Okay, I can fix it. I mean, I can remerge it. We had levels from +10 to -3. Here there is a bit of a mix of +8 and -3. While 8, I mean, I'm fine with 8, but I think 10 was better. We did a second to avoid overriding. Ah, okay, so they added this one. They added this one recently. Okay, I see. Yeah, the only problem I have is like order of the keen edge. Wait a second. Order of the keen edge. I think the more of these levels we have, the better. But we can also go for 8. But I think the 10 will give us a bit more progression. Okay, anyway. Okay. Yeah, let's do a merge. Do the merge. Do the merge. +10, -3. I have to change the top achievement to be... Let me just, sorry, I'm just checking some messages. Okay. Let me see. This is a list of potential achievements. Yes, this one I think we will have to add. But no, killing, I mean, counting monster kills, I don't want it. I don't want killing monster kills. Discover the magic shop. I think it's very easy to discover, but yeah, this could be an achievement. Discover the Lake of Tears, discover the Dergit Village, don't just Farmer Market, Banish Camp, Platinum Mine, Elephant Reaper. Yeah, we can add some of those. I think these one are too many. Like, like adding specific locations inside a city Basically, you just run around and you trigger all these achievements. It's a bit of a waste. The max ranks also, I don't know if I really want them, but yeah, this one also I excluded. Yeah, this one could be interesting. Mine each of the raw material available. This we may do in the future. Maybe not now, but when was this file done? I have no idea. It's a good list anyway. I mean, it's not a bad list. I think our list is better, but we can take some ideas now. About the achievements, most are covered by mine already, but some I think should not be there, like kill 50 monsters or such. So I don't, the kill 50 monsters is really useless. I mean, it's really against what we want to do in this game. Okay, so I don't want to have any kind of repetitive, useless tasks, you know. But it's good. It's a good list. Okay. Let's move on because I want to move on with this. So we did all the speak with NPC, right? We did all the speak with NPC. Nice. Now we have to do no, sorry, we have to trigger it though, because we are not triggering it. We are not triggering it. So the question is, when do we call this function? I think we should call it whenever we are speaking with an NPC, which is actually a sentient NPC. Now I don't know how to define a sentient NPC, but I think the easiest way is to exclude all the monsters. Well, to go, yeah, I think if we go by race ID, we can resolve, I mean, we can cut off a lot of the checks, because basically all these ones are not speaking. Yeah, so I think we can say that if the race ID is less than 24, then it can go into this. Yeah, so I think we will do if NPC get race info race ID Get race ID. Now, race ID, get the ID of the race regardless of sex. So probably is ID. Get the ID of a specific race. Yes, exactly. So this one should return an int, right? Yes, return an int. So if this one is less, no, if this one is greater than 23, then we just return, because this creature is not a creature we want to speak with, you know. They cannot trigger, you cannot trigger any of those, right? So good. So this is a big cutoff, a big cutoff. Very nice. So we will wait. So we will I think we should do it when we speak the first time. That would be the best. So when I have an interaction, I just noticed that we only have one file that is uppercase. This one. I don't know why. I don't even know why we have it. Why this thing is not. I don't know. Anyway. So there should be. I don't know if there is a talk interaction. Yeah, I think there is a talk. A talk interaction. Yes, talk interaction incoming. So this is the one. This is the one that should trigger our achievement. Yes. So. So we call achievement manager, and we call trigger speak with NPC, and we pass in our pawn and the target. Easy. Look at that. Look at that. One line, my friends. One line. Okay. So, okay, sorry, I'm just messaging another developer because he's working on stuff that is important and I wanted to interact with him. Okay, so so we do this. Okay, so we trigger it. Now, what do we do next? Have your first ride on a pterosaur. To the sky. Have your first ride on a pterosaur. So this one we need. This one should be easy. This one should be easy. Should be easy to do because it's just a simple trigger, which is this one, and this one we will call it only when, yeah, it is a full achievement, so is an in or out, so it's super simple. So we just need to check if this character is missing the achievement number 58, and if he's missing 58, then we add 58, and that's it. Nothing else to do. Now we need to trigger it, and we will trigger, I think the best would be I think we have a specific travel. I think we have a specific travel. Now in the future may also be not pterosaur, but at the moment it is. So exactly. Teleport travel window. Can we go by widget? I don't know. Yeah, I think we should. We should go by widget. If the widget is travel window, then, you know, if the widget is travel window, then we. The problem is that do I have travel window in the code somewhere? I don't think so. No. I think there is a teleport. There is a teleport OP that is just passing by. What? Teleport operations. No, it's not NPC behave. It must be scripting. It must be inside scripting. It must be inside scripting. Yeah, exactly. It's this one, teleport OP. So this teleport OP is the one that is triggered when you are flying on a creature. I think widget is actually the background. No. Widget is something else. Widget is widget. Okay, I don't see widget here, but I assume that, okay. Widget is widget. Yeah, why widget is not initialized? Because I added it later, and I forgot to initialize it, I guess. Widget. Type named. What do you mean by type named? Type named. If get attribute equal to location. Get attributes equal to location. If node get attribute equal to location, it becomes a named location, but here we don't have a named location. We have sector, we have background, we have XYZ, we have delay, and we have widget, but we don't have... so this one will not be named. Okay. Sector, it becomes a sector. Yeah, we have sector, so I think this will become a sector type. Okay, becomes a sector type. And then what? It's not very easy. You know what? You know what? I think we will do it here. Trigger. No, we cannot. We cannot. Yeah, we can. Okay. Trigger ride pterosaur achievement. And this one will say if widget equals to travel window, because it's the only case in which we use that, right? There is no other case. So I hope so. Travel window.xml. I don't know what is this. For us, it's travel window. If widget is equal to travel window, then we call our achievement manager, and we trigger the travel something. Right? Where we want what? We want the character. We want the character which is actor. Okay. So this one in theory should trigger. This one should trigger. Nice. Okay, next one. Own amount, own a familiar. Own amount, own a familiar. Now, own amount, own a familiar. I think that we said we are just gonna count if it's 1 or 2, because you're always getting the familiar before the mount, right? So actually these two functions make no sense. So it will be only get familiar, and it will be valid for both familiar or mount, right? Because this one otherwise is no, yeah, we cannot differentiate the two cases actually. We just go by number, as we said the other day. So just go by number. We just go by number. How can I go by number then? Oh my god. Or we do a partial achievement. Yeah, probably the best is to do a partial achievement of 2 for the second one. Yeah. So I think we do a partial achievement. We do a normal achievement for the first one, and we do a partial achievement for the second one, and this will actually work, hopefully. So I think we can say if we are missing the achievement number 59, right, and we arrive here, then for sure we need to add achievement 59. So that's easy. This one may be a bit more complex, because if we are missing achievement 70, we need to do a partial achievement on what? Do we do familiar ID? Yeah, I think we do familiar ID. I think we do familiar get PID, familiar get PID and box, whatever, and this would be 2 and will be 70. I'm sorry. Okay. Now we need to trigger it. So we trigger it from we trigger it from the ring of familiar, right? From the ring of familiar. Yes, create familiar. So we trigger it from this. We trigger it from that. Under scripting, exactly. So trigger familiar achievement, right? So we'll do else, and then we call achievement manager trigger familiar, and we have to pass in actor and familiar. Very nice. Okay, good. So this one will actually trigger the familiar thingy. Perfect. Okay, next one. Next. The problem is that in this list, you know, all the ones that we did up to now are all different from each other. I hope we will start to find some common ones, but maybe or maybe not. Okay, factions. No, not factions, sorry. Create a guild. Create a guild. Okay. Create a guild. We have it here. And we do that. We do this. We go here. Now, create a guild will be super easy, because we are just checking that we are missing this achievement 71, and we are giving the achievement 71, and then we are triggering this achievement from the guild creation, which I think is under guild manager somewhere. Yeah, guild manager. I think there is a create guild or something. No? Yeah, create guild. So check it representing a guild. Please specify guild name. Okay. He's basically here. He's basically here. Then what do we do? Charge the price. Subscribe the client to update. Send the guild alliance. Minimum requirements. Okay, I think we can do it here. Trigger achievement. Trigger guild achievement. So achievement manager. Guild. And we need what? We need only the character? Okay, that's easy. We need only the character. Okay, so we come here and do the check and do the achievement. Nice. We're going fast. We're going fast, boys. Maybe to you it will look slow, but I tell you, we're going fast. Have your guild reached 20 members? Have your guild reached 50 members? Okay, so this is something that we need to trigger. Yes, exactly. So add guild member. As you see, I have all the functions prepared already, which is nice. And here we will do something similar to this. So we check if we are missing achievement number 72. The problem is that we need to trigger based on the guild members, right? So we need to extract guild members. So we will extract the members of how many guild. I hope there is a way. Yeah, I think there is an easy way. Guild members. Guild members. So from the guild, I hope I can get the members in an array, right? Get members count. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Let me just see if this function is not doing anything stupid. No. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. So we can say that if this achievement is missing, right? And guild members now is 20. We can trigger this one, right? And then we can do the same check for 50. The difference is the ID, wait, 72, 72. The other one is 188. 188, 188. Okay. Done. Okay, so this one is done, boys. No, we need to trigger it. So where do we trigger it? We trigger when we add a new member. So inside guild manager, I hope there is a function called add member. There is a handle join guild. Handle join guild. Now the point is that we need to give the achievement to the owner of the guild, right? So if you are joining a guild the achievement is not on you. If you are joining a guild of 20 people, you have to be the owner. And your guild needs to reach 20 people. So I think that and it is a bit of a mess. Wait. So we basically need to do this only if we need to, because we need to get the, oh fuck, the character can be offline. So in this case, you know, I may be the owner of the guild, but I am offline. It is not easy. I am offline, and a member joins, and is the member number 20, right? And in theory, I get an achievement while I am offline. This is messing up all our logic, meaning that there is a case that we didn't consider. I mean, or we do it when you go online the next time, or we do it when you go online the next time, which is probably the easiest. The problem is, yeah, maybe we should do it when you go online. Yes. It's easier doing that than doing it when a member join. The problem is that if then a member join and you are online, you will not see it. Oh my god. So we have two cases. We have the case in which we have the case of you being online and getting the achievement, and the case of you being offline and getting the achievement. Annoying. So how do we do it? How do we want to do it? I do the check. Okay, so the offline I can resolve by characters saved, for example. I could trigger it whenever your character is saved. This one is a bit tough, huh? Because if I do it on the join when you are online, if I do it on the join, well, we can also do this, you know, we can also say that it works only when you are online. I know it's a bit of a, you know, is a bit of an annoyance, but we can say, I'm sorry, it works only if you're online. So if you really got a 20 member, you didn't get the achievement, you have to wait the 21, or you have to kick him and this guy will join back and you get the achievement. Yeah, maybe we will do it like this. So this is simplifying my life, because what I can do, I can just avoid triggering when the guy is not online. So we can trigger yeah, the problem is that I need to search. The problem is that I need to search the guild master. What if I do it? What if I do it when we broadcast the new member? What if I do it? Wait, maybe there is another way. Because actually, when you join the guild, right? We are broadcasting to everyone the fact that there is a new member, including the founder, assuming that the founder is online. And we do it, I mean, I hope we do it. I mean, I'm sure we do it somewhere, right? So we should notify everyone of the fact there is a new member. I think it's send notifications. Yes, send notifications. Send notifications. Send member data. Exactly. The problem is that it's inside another function, so I don't trigger it only when... Because this is happening every time. It's not happening only when you join. Because I will have to... basically what I will have to do here, you know, if we want to trigger... Let's try, but I don't know if I like it. So this will be trigger guild achievement. Okay. Basically what I will have to do, I will have to get my guild. Find the founder. Find the leader. Find the leader. Now the leader, what is doing? Is it returning founder or is it returning something else? No, leader is returning the max guild level, so which is the actual top member of the guild. She's not the founder though. I want it to be the founder. I want it to be the founder. The problem is that I don't have this information. In the guild info, it seems that we miss. Now we have the founder. Why we don't return it? Founder. The founder of the guild. We don't... I think we don't save it anywhere. I mean, we save it in this founder ID, but then we don't have a get founder, right? But we can add it right now. So we can do a get. Oh my god, there's so much in this guild stuff. Okay. So we can have a get founder. It's not a problem. This one will return. We'll just return the. We just return founder, which is actually a variable that we have. Why I cannot return founder? What? What is your problem? Ah, okay, because it's not a PID. Okay, fine. fine. So we return the founder, which hopefully is here, right? Yes, which is a PID. And so with this get founder, we will have to search him though. We will have to search if he's online, but we do it only when a new member joins. So I think it's okay. I mean, it's very rare, right? So it's not that people are joining guilds every 10 seconds. So I think it's okay. So we will do a get founder, and then we will have to do a search on all the players online to see if he's actually on. Right? I think we have a find player. Yes, we have a find player on this thing. So we need. By the way, this is still using the old cast for whatever reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. So here we will do a find player by. I think we can have a find player by ID. Yes, exactly. Find player entity. So this one is checking if there is a player ID loaded, right? Player ID loaded, or not. And this will return an APS character. Yes, APS character pointer found. Okay. So if this guy is online, right? If this guy is online, then we can trigger the achievement. And to trigger the achievement, we need the founder and his guild. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's a good solution. Perhaps thinking to add an achievement for the number of group chat you have made. Number of group chat you have made. So how much did you chat? No. The fact you are chatting a lot is not an achievement. I don't know, we could even do it. You can say achievement, say 10,000 words, but I don't know, it seems to be a weird achievement. I don't think I want that achievement. Okay, so now we have here we have the founder, and here we have his guild. So at this point, we can just check if, at this point this will work. This will actually work. Okay, nice. Oh my god. Next, next is establish an alliance between two guilds with at least 20 members. Oh my god. It seems that every time the puzzle is getting harder. Okay. So we need no, it's not that hard. It just sounds hard, but it's not hard. It sounds hard, but it's not hard. So we do So the thing that we need to know, establish an alliance between two guilds with at least 20 members. So both guilds needs to have at least 20 members, right? Both guilds. So I have to go and check in the alliance manager, because we have an alliance manager, I think, or we have a guild manager that is managing the alliances. Alliance, pending alliance invite, end alliance, where new alliance, new alliance. New alliance, get client level, blah blah blah, create alliance. The alliance was created. Your guild is already a member of an alliance. Please specify the name of the alliance. The alliance was here. So basically where we are creating the alliance is here. And we are establishing what? We are establishing an alliance. So we have to trigger it here, but I don't know. Trigger alliance achievement. But I don't know exactly how to pass it in, because I will have to one guild I have, but I don't have the other guild. Create alliance, alliance name. What do you mean? New guild alliance. Insert new. Add new member. Founder. Because there is also a founder of the alliance. Oh my god. The visual number of miles, kilometers you have made in game. That's a good one. Like a pacer, counting your steps. That's not bad. That one I will like. Alliance ID, add a get ID. Guild founder. No, but it is when you create a new alliance. I need when you join an alliance, not when you create an alliance. Wait a second. Join, is there a join alliance? No, there is a join guild. There is a create alliance. There is a check alliance operation. I don't understand how this is supposed to work. I understand the new alliance, but I don't understand how you join. I mean, if when you do a new alliance, you're automatically joining another guild with your guild, or alliance invite. Okay, alliance invite. Please specify the name of the guild leader to be invited. Okay, clear invitee, player find entity. Okay, you cannot invite yourself. Okay, so pending alliance invite. So basically you are sending an invite to another leader for the alliance Okay, but then what happens? Then I have my pending alliance invite. I have my pending alliance invite, and someone is answering to that alliance thingy, right? Is answering to that. So you may answer yes or no. If we answer yes, we are here. And we have the NVT guild. And we have our guild. Yeah, so I think we should trigger it here actually. Add new map. Yeah, we should trigger it here, boys. We should trigger it here. Not there. Trigger alliance achievement. We should trigger it actually here and not there. So this is when someone is accepting your alliance invite. And actually I think we can trigger it for both. But the point is, do we have both clients? I think we have the invitee client and the client. Yeah, so I think that we may have everything. And I think we can do it on both sides. Okay. Achievement manager. Trigger add alliance. And I need the invitee client. And I need the client. No, that is the same. Fuck. I need the other client. I mean, if the other guys answer yes, he has been added to our alliance. I don't know where to find the other guy, because it seems that here we only have the guy that we invited. We don't have ourselves. We don't have ourselves. Which is a real problem. So it's a one-way ticket. How is it possible there is a one-way ticket? Under pending, so pending alliance invite is derived from pending invite. Pending invite is derived from pending question. Now inviter, we have the inviter client num though. This should be always available, right? Okay, we have the inviter. Okay. So I think we have it. We have it. Just need to, we have it. So we have the invitee and the inviter. Right? Okay, we have them both. So I just need to change. So I need to do this. Inviter and invitee. So we need to change this function to take two parameters. And and then we will... Oh fuck, I did it on the wrong function. Sorry. So this function I need to change, not that one. That function was good. Yeah, this one, exactly. So now we have this and this. Now we need to check the guild of both, right? And we need to check if both guilds have 20 members. Right. So we need to check inviter client, get guild, and it is returning a guild info, and then on guild info we do get member count, right? And we check if both so we do if this is equal to 20 and this is equal to 20, right? Okay, here we are in the situation where both guilds, part of the alliance, have 20 members. For you alliances, just open a new chat. No, politics, Ulla. Politics are very important. What? Okay, so so both guilds need to have 20 members or more. So invited client guild 2020. Now at this point, if this is happening, we need to check if both of our, who of the two doesn't have the achievement. Okay. So we need to check if the inviter client is missing the achievement number 73. And in case it's missing it, we can add the achievement 73. And the same we do with the other guy. Right? Yeah, so we basically check the because the achievement in this case is working in both directions. We can trigger it for both, right? So when you create an alliance, we can do both. Now, in case of the alliance, we are using the leader and not the founder, but I think it's okay. I think it's even better, actually. I think it's even better that we use the leader of the guild and not the... Okay, so this one in theory should be done. This one in theory, yes, this one in theory should be done. Now, if it works, is another question. Okay, now we have all the factions ones. They should be all identical, so this should be awfully easy. This I want to trigger it when I reach a certain faction level. Okay, so I need to trigger faction status. I need to create the definition of this, yes. And then here we need first to check that we don't have this already. So fuck, it's different for every faction. Yeah, it's different for every faction, obviously. It's different for every faction. Well, we can go by faction ID. We can go by faction ID. So I need the faction I need the faction that we are speaking about. We don't have a faction. No, we don't have a faction object. Probably we only have a faction structure. But I need it. I mean, I need a way to... we have a faction set. No, a faction set is not very good. We have a faction, yes. We have a faction... an in-game faction group. These structures store the particular score of a particular player to a particular faction. Oh my god, a lot of particular stuff. Let's say the score of a particular player of a specific of a specific player to a specific faction. The score of a specific player in a specific faction. So faction standing. There is the pointer to the faction anyway. Okay, so I think faction standing for us would be good. Faction standing for us will be good in theory. So I could change this to get the character and the faction standing pointer. I mean, I really don't know. I have to check on this one. I need to check when we trigger because I have no idea. So let's check where we trigger. Let's check where we trigger. In theory, we trigger when we assign a new faction score. So in theory, when this faction standing is going up, when this faction standing is going up, I don't see it. Get faction events. Okay, that's fine. Gets faction standing. Iterates all the various faction in this character. Update faction. There it is. Update factions. Update. Iterate all the factions standing and update them. What do you mean? No, this is when we are saving to the database, but this is not... Well, yes, because there will be somewhere a call to that function, right? There it is. But this one is during save data. No, during save data is not a good point. During save data we cannot do it. No. Get factions, get standing. Get faction is returning a faction set. In a faction set, but a faction set should have... Oh, it is. Update a faction standing. Okay. Is this one. So we need to understand when we do this. Update faction standing. Okay, we do it at the beginning when we load it, but that's not where we want to do it. And then we do it here, APS character update faction. Okay, I think it's this one. Yes. Yes. Okay, so here we need to trigger faction achievement. Right? We need to do it here. Now. What is this? That is impossible. So we need to trigger. We need to trigger here. So we call our achievement manager as usual, and we trigger update faction status. So we need to pass the character, which is me, and the new faction standing, I guess. I don't understand what this line is doing. What is this line doing? Ah, it's getting the weight. Okay. It's getting the standing and the weight. Okay. So the first thing that we want to check is that the standing is 10. If the standing is not 10, we don't even call the triggering thingy. You know? So we trigger only at max standing, right? Trigger faction achievement only at max standing. So we say if standing is equal to 10, we trigger the thing, right? Now the problem is that I need the faction ID somehow, otherwise I don't know what to trigger. Okay, the faction ID is here. Okay, nice. The faction ID is here. So, or I pass the whole faction. I can pass the whole faction actually. Because the standing we said, because we have the standing already. So this one should actually be a faction and not a faction standing. Okay. Okay, so this trigger should already work if the standing is 10. And now we arrive in our function. And the only thing that we need to do, we need to check if we are missing that particular achievement. Because the standing we already checked. So 74 is order of the keen edge. And so if we miss this achievement, at this point we can just trigger it. But wait. Now wait a second. Let's just pass. I already have the faction ID. Well, is this? Well, I don't know. Anyway, it's just faction ID. So I mean, it's just this. So I don't think it's a big work, you know, to do this. So I think if we can do it here. So do we go by faction or do we go by missing achievement? I think we should go by faction. Yes, but if I want to do else if, I need to do it as a separate if. Otherwise, so I need to do like this. I need to do if faction ID, you know, blah blah blah, and then here we put a new achievement. So I have to do it this way because I want to do, because here I want to do else if again this thing, right? Now we just need to be sure that we don't mess up with the numbers, okay? Because there is a lot of IDs. So 74 is the achievement ID. 74 is the achievement ID, which has nothing to do with the guild ID, right? So the guild ID, sorry, the faction ID. The faction ID, is the faction ID final or not? I mean, it must be final, because if it's not final, I cannot do this code. I need the IDs to be finalized. Cannot change them anymore. I need this list to be correct. If this list is not correct, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. So yeah, we need to change this list. Do we want to completely clean the previous faction score? I think we have to, huh? I think we should, because I mean, if we don't clean the whole faction scores, I think we'll be kind of tough. The problem is that if we clean it, then how people can reach based on so if we clean the whole faction scores, which I think we should, then I will have to recalculate your faction scores, at least for the quest that you already did. Otherwise, you will never reach a specific faction score, right? So based on the quest that your character did in the previous game, I will have to recalculate the faction scores. I think we don't have a way out of this, because if we keep the old score, I think they will be wrong. They will also not be connected to the actual faction name. So, yeah. But that's a good point. Huh? That's a good point. Let me see if in our mega script we have something for update schema factions. Oh my god, yes, we have already a thing. We already have a thing for factions, actually. Update schema factions. Okay. Wow. Wow. Because this one is inserting all the ranks. I understand. This one is inserting all the ranks, but more than the ranks, I'm concerned about the factions. I mean, ranks are fine, but factions are also very important. Come on. No, we don't have anything else. So I think we can put everything in this. I think we can actually create two. I think we can create an update schema faction ranks in an update schema factions, because they are very different. They are very, 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 very different. So I can duplicate this and call it faction ranks, which is okay. And we can add it to source control, but I need also a factions SQL where we do. So we basically reset, you know, the new factions, and then I will have to recalculate the faction score based on completed quests. Yes. Interesting. Okay, so the new factions the new factions to me are absolutely final. I think what we should do, we should new faction. Faction data. Max cheaper, max expense. What is this? I don't know what is this faction test. I don't think we need this faction test. I don't know what is it. But anyway, is this one. There is the list, right? There is the list. How many we have? We have like 20, right? No, but here we are missing. Wait, here we are missing all the weapon ones. Why we are missing the weapon ones? I have no idea. Are there hidden? Are there hidden cells? No. So what do I need for the faction definition? I need a faction description. This one is useless. This one is useless. So we need an official. Do we need an official description? Yeah, we need an official description because the description will go into the database. right? So we need an official description of the faction, and I think we have it because I added already. I think we probably have it in our factions document, but yeah, this one where we say the Order of the Keen Edge is the most renowned sword academy, you know, and all of that. Warrior makes themselves a reputation with a blade. Yeah, one thing is the description though, one thing is the... I think we need an official description that is going... Okay, so let me try. Okay, let me try, huh? Okay, so this is for setting. For setting people. For, you know, settings. I mean, we have a department called settings, but anyway. Now, can we have them in a way that is the same as this list? Because I don't know why we need to change every time the list. So we need a list, you know, which has all the ones. So we are missing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, we are missing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which are the weapon ones, okay? So we missed that. We missed this. We miss Rangers of the Dome. We miss the Indomitables, okay? So these are war factions, okay? Let me just see if it's readable without dark reader, because I use dark reader, other people may not. Okay, yes. Okay, so these 5. So of these 5, I think we already have a good description, at least I hope so. So this one is a description we can use. I think we will have to improve it, but War Smiters, the War Smiters is the newest and promising academy that dedicated to black women and fighting. So we have that. Let me just see if in the database I have anything different. Rangers of the Dome, an association dedicated to all type of ranged weapon from bow to crossbow to daggers. They say that this one includes also polearms and spears. So we includes polearms and spears. Okay. Then we have the Indomitables. They are specialized in the use of the axe, double axe, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and this is good. Okay, so this is a good description. Then we have the religion. Okay, so if you can keep it in the same order, I would really appreciate, so we don't mess up. I know I can move them. I can do this. Boom, look at that, nice. So here we have Cabal of Whispers, Iron Hand, no, Conclave of the Glyphs. Okay, anyway, they are in different order, but it's okay. Conclave of the Glyph, Iron Hand, Seed of the Wildwood, Cabal of Whisper, Cabal of Whisper, Glyph, Iron Hand, Keeper of the Veil, and Seed of the Wildwood. Okay, so these are correct. Then we have the Magic, which is the 6. Magic. Then we have the jobs, okay, and the jobs are Fine Arts, Essential Trail, Fine Arts, Essential Trail, Weaver, Culinary, Weaver, Culinary, Caretakers, Applied Knowledge, Eternal Forge, Caretakers, Applied Knowledge, Eternal Forge, 13 War Doctor Key. 30, okay, so we have them all. Okay, good. Okay, so now we have them all. So what I need a description of all of those, but I think we pretty much have it in this file. Hopefully. Right. Cabal with this faction describe the relationship with another god, blah blah blah. This organization is semi-sacred, blah 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 blah. Okay, so this one is good, and then I will use this to generate my sequel. Okay, so this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I will use this one to create our sequel. Iron Hand. This faction, blah, 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 blah. This one we need to improve, because it's not very nice. Keeper of the Veil. The symbol, I'm not copying it because the symbol you will see it, you know, next to this description. So I don't think it's needed to have the symbol in the list. Okay. Then we have the ways, Crystal Order. Why they are in completely different order? I don't understand. Azure Order, Azure Order, yes. Blue Way, Circle, blah blah blah. Blue Order. No, but these one are all are not circle, are Blue Order, you know, Azure Order. We should not change the names again, otherwise. Okay. Then we have Brown, one of the magic organization, blah blah blah. Then we have Dark. No, then we have Red. Okay, anyway. And then we have Dark. Then we have this ones, which is Applied Knowledge. So Fine Arts. Fine Arts and Craft. I don't know if this description is the same, but I don't know. I think that it was written slightly differently, and so I didn't really like this. For example, is completely missing. So I don't know. These are the final descriptions that we create. Well, final. These are the descriptions that we created. Final for sure not, but Essential Trail. Weaver's Tree. Weaver's Tree is here. Culinary disciplines. Culinary disciplines. Caretakers. Caretakers. Yeah, because if I don't do this job, I cannot put the achievement on the factions anyway. Yeah, just Applied Knowledge. Really, I don't like the name. I really don't like the name Applied Knowledge. If you can find a better name, would be nice. Wow, the description, boys. This description is insane. Okay, so end this. Okay, so we finished. So now that I have all the descriptions, I can have here at the bottom, here at the back, you know, a sequel that I will use to create all my guilds. And I also need an ID. I also need an ID. And this ID and this ID, I think we can use the same ID. I mean, I don't really care about this ID. In theory, we had already some of them, like, for example, Crystal, Azure. Crystal is 9, Azure is 10. I don't know why we inverted this freaking sequence. Blue is 11, brown is 12, dark is 14, and red is 13. So yeah, we can keep the numbers. Keen Edge is 1, War Smiters is 2, Rangers of the Dome, I don't think I have it. No. Rangers of the Dome will be 3, Indubitable 4, Cabal of Whisper is 7, Conclave of the Glyphs is 5, Iron Hand is 6, Keeper of the Veil, Keeper of the Veil, Keeper of the Veil. Keeper of the Veil is 60, wow. Seeds of the Wildwood is Seeds of the Wildwood. We should have it, no? Yes, it's number 8. Because this one didn't change in a very long time. That's why they are already there. Now, this one I think are all new. Yeah, I think there is nothing of those at the moment. So, I think we can just delete everything and put this ones in. So I think we will have, I don't know, any of the numbers that are missing. We can start from 20, it's the same. 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I mean, these numbers are just references. It doesn't really make any difference what number they have because we're gonna clean everything. So basically what we do in our script, we will just delete star from factions. So we're gonna delete everything that is there completely. And then we are going to insert this. So we'll do concatenate, insert into factions, right? And then we have to put the names of the freaking thingies. ID, faction name, faction description. Now I think that faction character we will not use it, and faction weight we will not use it, but anyway. And then values, right? And here we can concatenate. Here we can start to concatenate. So the ID is this. Then the name needs to be between quotes, so it will be this. Then we have the closing of the quotes, the comma, and the opening of the other quote. And we have the description. Then we have the closing of the quote, the comma, and then we have empty and 1. And then we close the parenthesis. And we add the semicolon. And we close the double quote and we close the parenthesis. Okay, nice. So this in theory should insert what we need. The only problem can be the escape, but we will see. Okay, so this is what is gonna be. Westlife has won the jump and catch twice. Do you think all these people that are moving on screen are bots or not? Or are just very shy people that never speak? Maybe they're very shy people. I mean, I know some of the names, so actually yes, some of the people are real people. Okay, so we do this. We do this now. Okay, so I will just copy paste this into my SQL, right? So boom, this will be the thing. Now every time there is a quote, we need to escape it. We need to escape it. So like for example, Azure order is having some yes, this. And he also has its power. Then we have something also in brown order that's related. Then we need to escape. Then we have dark order. It's known. Right. Yeah, we need to escape everything that is not compatible with. And then the last one is the 13th word, which seems to have heedless back. Heedless. What is that? I cannot see it. Okay, see. Heedless back. Okay. So with that, if I try to extract it again, you know, we will have our factions. Okay, nice. Now, why I did all of this? Because for our achievement, I need this ID to be fixed. If this ID are not fixed, I cannot do my code. And now they are, because this ID will never change, okay? If someone is changing this ID, I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat them as a barbecue. Okay. So, let me copy this. So we have it, and I can put it into the code because there is like, you know, hard-coded stuff. There is hard-coded stuff, unfortunately, or luckily, I don't know. So the order of the key edge is actually ID number 1. And so this means that I need to check that faction ID is 1. And it's corresponding to achievement number 74. Can we do this with an array again so that I don't duplicate this code a million times? Yes, I think we can. The problem will be that it will be a double array. I mean, we need a couple. We need a pair. We need a pair. Can we read it from the database? Can we read it from the database? No, we cannot, because this information is only my mind. No, it's not only my mind, but is in the so okay, so let's say faction achievements. So how we're going to organize this? We are going to organize it with a double, with a pair. Maybe with a t pair. So we do an array of a t pair. I don't know if I really like an array of a t pair, but I think it's probably the easiest to do at this point. And the t pair will be, I don't know if I want to have all of this here, but we need to create an array, right? We need to create a t array of, I think it's a t pair of int, and which will be called factions IDs, and this will be initialized to 0, but then we will and this thing will remain forever like that. Okay, so this ID will never change.
Ready for some fun?
I don't know, I'm not having a lot of fun, but no, I'm having fun at the end. I mean, it's a bit of a boring part, but it's nice if you think to what is the result, right? If you think to what is the result, is anyway fun. But yes, I agree, it's not very fun at the moment because there's a lot of number crunching, and you know. So faction ID will be add, and then we will have a t pair we will create a t pair of like 1 and 1, right? And this should do it. Argument list. Okay. A t pair int. A t pair int. Okay. He wants it like that. Okay. I mean, I think it's fine. So we will do the t pair is defined as t pair as the key. The key is the achievement, and the value is the faction. Okay. So the achievements are from 74 to 96, one after the other, right? Without interruptions, hopefully. Yes. And I hope the list is in the same sequence. Fuck, maybe it's not. Okay, we will follow that sequence anyway. So this will be we will have a million of those. We will have we will have like 20 of them. Okay, I don't know how many, but a lot. And here it's basically creating, yes, it's like a data table. I don't know, we can also put it in a data table if you want. If this looks too ugly to you, I can put it in a data table, but I would say the result is exactly the same. So do I care? But I mean, yeah, it could be a data table actually. It could be. Is it a lot different? Maybe I don't have to recompile if I change the data table. Yeah, but I will have to ship anyway a new server. So shipping a server is pretty much as complex as updating a data table. So it was up to 97. Okay. So so now we have 74 Order of the Keen Edge, 75 War Smiters, 76 Rangers of the Dome, 77 Indomitables. Okay, so this is the first group, let's say. You know, maybe I can do this so I don't mess up too much. Then the other group is all the gods, which is this one. So these are all the gods. And they are 78. No, it is already not in the right sequence. Fuck. Because for some reason we have the ways first. Okay. I mean, it's really the same. It doesn't make a lot of difference. It's just that I need to be sure that I don't mess up with the IDs, because if I mess up with the ID, that's a problem. So we will have 78 Azure, which is 10. Blue, which is 79, which is 11. Brown, which is 80, which is 12. Crystal, 81, 9. Dark Order, 82, 14. And Red Order, 83. Sorry, Red Order, yeah, Red Order, 13. Okay. Now, maybe now we have the gods. Yes, now we have the gods. So, Cabal of Whispers, 84-7. Conclave of the Glyphs, yes, 85-5. Iron Hand, 86-6. Keeper of the Veil, 87-60. And Seeds of the Wildwood, 88-8. Okay. So this is another block. Then we have the jobs. Which is this last piece. And then I think we are pretty much done. So these are the jobs. So 89. 89 is Fine Arts. Obviously they are not in the right order, but okay. Essential Trail, which is 90, is 22. 91 is Culinary Discipline, is 21. Waivers 3 is 92 and is 26. Applied Knowledge is 93 and is 20. 94 Eternal Forge 25. The Caretakers 95 24. The Octarchy 96 27. And 13 Ward 97 28. Okay. Holy Ward. Holy faction. Okay, so we put in all the pairing between achievements and factions, right? Which is good because now, you know, instead of repeating 1 million times this thing, you know, we can just do the same as we did here, where we were basically doing just a for cycle on the array, and it is probably a way better idea. So here we cycle on all factions, and so we go by faction ID. It's not called faction ID. Okay, what is the name? Factions ID. No, let's go. Okay, cannot change that anymore. Faction ID. Yeah, I need to declare it. Wait. I need to declare it. Actually, this needs to go here. And I mean, like that. Yeah, we didn't put initialization here. We put it in the loading. I think it's the same. And now we can use factions ID, hopefully. So we get the num of the faction ID. Then we check if, what do we check? We check first, I think we check first, yeah, I think we check first the faction, because it's a direct check, right? So we check if the faction that is coming in, yes, we check if the faction ID is equal to factions ID of I dot key. No. We said what? That the achievement is the key, or the... Wait, I wrote it down. The achievement is the key. The achievement is the key. And the faction is the value. So we need to get the value actually. And so if the value of this thing is the same as my factions, means that I'm checking the right one. And so at this point, I'm going to just check if I'm missing the achievement. And if I'm missing the achievement, which is faction ID dot key, right? At this point, we are good to go, and we assign the achievement, right? And we assign the achievement, which is faction ID dot key. This one, and this one will be my character. As soon as we find it, considering that there's only one faction that we are coming in with, we can break from this 4 and just exit, right? So as soon as we find it, I mean, as soon as we find the faction to be the same as the one that was passed in, we can exit. Even if we don't get the achievement, it's the same. Even if we don't get the achievement, because maybe we have already this achievement. Okay. Good. Wow, this was something, boys. So in theory, we did all the factions with this one, and we already triggered it because we placed it. Yes, we placed it here. Trigger faction achievement only at max standing. Okay, nice, perfect. Good. So we did a lot. We did a lot tonight. I mean, we did a lot of those. We arrived up to the factions, so we are at number 97. Number 97 out of 180 something. 187. So there is still a lot to do, but I think we did good. When we finish, we will have to test it all, but I think I will let you test it. I don't think I will test it myself. So I will assume that it works. I mean, we can check if it compiles at least. But yeah. Okay, I think I will go. Sorry, maybe tonight was not very fun for you. I don't know. I mean, that is also part of the, you know, game development. And the good part is that we have now the majority of the achievements in. We are about 50% in. If you want to help us a bit, you can click on follow on Twitch, and you can click on subscribe on YouTube. And also, if you want to get access to the alpha of the game and get some perks on Discord and get access to our supporter channel, you can become a Patreon, and is patreon.com/planeshift. Also, I think I will remember now in every stream that we have been granted officially the charitable education organization status in the US, and this means that if you want to donate, what you donate can be deducted from your taxes. Okay, it's not applicable everywhere. It's not you know, applicable in all the countries. It's a bit easier if you are in US, but there is basically money that you can give us and avoid paying, you know, taxes on. Well, and you deduct from your taxes, you know, which is different. You deduct from your taxes, so which I think is pretty good. I think it's mostly maybe for, you know, other organizations, companies, or anyone that want to sponsor us. But I mean, think about it, because it's maybe money that you are going to give to the government, and instead you can give it to us. Okay, so thanks for watching. I speak to you tomorrow. Is Friday, so I will be busy, but we will see each other again on Saturday afternoon. Let's say that I will try anyway to do a bit of work Saturday morning, and so maybe when we meet I will be already a bit further ahead with the achievements. With that, I think I wish you a good night and a goodbye. See you soon. Bye bye.